What's going on, everyone? It's me, ya boy, Alex the Rambler, and today we're back on Hearts of Iron 4, and it's time for this week's disaster save game. No long intro today. I could waffle on for hours and hours, but no, I'm going to get right into the video just as soon as I finish talking about how I'm not going to waffle and just kind of trigger all of you into... Probably half of you are clicking off the video right now because I'm not starting the video right away, even though I said I would, but... now I'm going to. Today's save game is sent in by Cavalry Wan. Dear Alex, good morning. This is a USSR save in 1942 and the Axis have made it past the river line. Please help. Thanks, a player. Oh, that's actually very polite. Now just a reminder, I already have hundreds of save games sent to me, so please don't send any more. I probably will never get to them. If for some reason I need new ones, I'll let you know. And if you want to keep this series going, please do. Comment, like and subscribe. The baseline is 5,000 likes for more HOI. Okie dokie? And here we are, to Rambler, USSR. Well, he even said to Rambler. Oh wow, look at that smart guy buying the EU Humble Bundle. I think it's still available. I don't know, I've lost track. So the world looks a little bit weird. Italy controls Norway, of all places. Finland still exists. So do all of the Baltic states. And Romania... wow, okay, they've actually made it past Kiev. And they've broken through... yeah, this is concerning. This is not so much, because we can do a fallback line down here. So, I'm going to do something I rarely do, and take it seriously. So this video might be less me faffing around and me actually trying to win. Shocking, I know, but we are in the winter of 1942, so we might be able to hold. Ah, we have rehabilitated military, which is always good, and partisan suppression. Not that we've got anything to worry about there, but we'll jump on in. I am recording. Yes, I am. Good. I didn't plug in my headset. I wondered why I couldn't hear anything. Oh my god. Alright, serious Rambler, here we go. So let's take a little look. Our manpower pool looks fine. Stability isn't amazing. Might have to try and do something about that. Volunteer only. Okay, we're on war economy, that's fine. Might want to switch to total mob at some point. We don't have a chief of air force, but we do have the army regrouping, that's good. Enemy air support, that's also good. So our production, we're lacking 187,000 rifles. Okay, our division templates are 30 combat width, mainly focusing on anti-tank and heavy tank destroyer. Now, division templates, clearly I'm not an expert at them. I'm pretty competent at the game, but when it comes to doing perfect divisions, I just do 20 whips or 40 whips. And specialise in all infantry or all tanks. I don't do this mix and mashing, putting heavy tank destroyers in an infantry division. So let me know if you think this is smart in the comments, please. In fact, I think all of my... oh no, that's a 28 combat width division. Right. Also 30 combat width. Mainly light tanks. Oh, you're trying to recruit 120 divisions when most of your divisions are lacking equipment anyway. Reinforcements are set to active troops, which is good, but I'm just going to get rid of that and get rid of that too. So we're not going to recruit any more divisions, and that will pretty much solve our deficit almost. We have 11,000 motorized stockpiles, so I'm just going to reduce that down to 2 factories and then focus on getting some more artillery and then lots of guns. Okay, so our field marshal is Yakov Chevrchenko, but we do have Simeon Bodoni, so I'm going to get him in, and because he's already a level 3 marshal, right? So that's better, and the supply consumption is minus 10%. And then immediately we can give him the unyielding defender. Then I'm probably going to do a defensive doctrine. Oh my god, I just disabled that. And then I'm just going to set up this line. Bam. I am tempted to do a fallback line up here, but I think if I do this smartly, I can probably hold most of the areas, and where I need to, stick the motorized in. Also, he did have a couple of mods of player-led peace conferences and state transfers. I'm not going to use this tool, though, because I just did it for the save game to be compatible. I am surprised Finland still exists. Right, so now we can see where our supply is lacking. It's all around here. So, I'm just going to withdraw my tanks from that tile. I'm going to get these tanks down here as we're struggling a little bit, and I'm just going to probably try and retreat across the river line. The last thing I want is to be encircled. So although this looks kind of dodgy, I think I can fix it. So then if I look at the stuff that I need to start accumulating, it is the heavy tank destroyers and lots of... I don't need to worry about light tanks for now, so again I'm just trying to get my infantry all equipped. And then it's just going to be a case of turtling, I think. So I'm actually going to retreat these back a tile. Heavily oversupplied on these tiles, so if I could I'd withdraw my tanks, but I don't appear to be able to. Losing a couple of tiles won't be the end of the world. I am just going to retreat over the river here though. Just get the men out of dodge. Up here it's probably worth retreating to that tile too. I'm attempting to micro somewhat. Oh, we have Spain in the common turn too. Okay, that could be very beneficial for us. So the Chinese United Front, I think, is still at war with Japan. Okay, sure. I'll just leave them to it. That's not going to affect me too much. Here, we're holding in most tiles. But again, I can just keep retreating if my supply goes too low, which in most cases it's still pretty bad. Alright, so I'm starting to hold. It's going okay. Yeah, my civ count for 1942 is pretty trash. I mean, 70 civilian factories. Whew, that's not good at all. Okay, we'll send the ultimatum. I don't know that they'll give in, personally, but we can try and force them to. Oh, good. Okay, we've got a bunch of factories for free. Nice. And we can upgrade our field marshal once again. I think logistics wizard. Yeah. Oh, that solves my supply. Supply consumption minus 15%. That's great. Oh, wow, that really helps out my entire army. Volkstrom? Oh, I didn't look at the research. Why am I doing mobile warfare doctrine? This seems a bit odd. I wouldn't have picked this for the Soviets. Isn't it Grand Battle Plan? I think Grand Battle Plan would have been better. And I don't know why you should never run out of manpower as the Soviets. So doing Volkstrom and then non-discriminatory conscription is kind of pointless. I'm going to have to replace that one. So I'm going to try and attempt to do maybe a little bit of an encirclement. I've accumulated like 6 divisions of tanks that I had freed up. In fact, if I send these down to this front, I might just be able to encircle some of the non-German troops. So although it will only be like 6-7 divisions, it's still worthwhile. It still weakens the enemy, and that will allow me to kind of just it frees up troops. If this flank is safe, then I can put more effort into that one. I'm holding though. I'm holding. That's the main thing. So my problem really is that there's too many things I'm trying to produce with the amount of factories that I have. So I'm trying to prioritize various things, and it's a bit tricky. Especially when I am trying to change my division templates over to medium tanks. In fact, I'm not really sure I need 21 tank divisions at the moment, so I'm probably going to get rid of a few. And a few motorized divisions, because they seem like just a bit pointless? Not pointless, but I would rather have the divisions that I have to be fully equipped. And something I'm really going to need, which I don't think has been researched, is signal companies. I just really need the initiative. This is really good. In fact, once I have enough tanks to get 40 combat whip divisions and my supply is no longer an issue, we're going to have a really good time against the Wehrmacht. I guarantee. Now, I would usually do collectivist propaganda, because you get the stability boost, rather than positive heroism. I mean, we get the 3% recruitable population, but I don't know. I think it's just a bit better to get all of this stuff. I don't know. Just upgrading my generals with extra abilities. It's if you can, it's really worth doing. Especially the infantry expert. If they lead an infantry, why not give them an extra Added assistance. I thought I'd try for a little push up here. I don't know if it's going to work or not, but hey ho, might as well give it a go. And that's 5 divisions encircled. I know I could probably be doing this more optimally than I am, but I'm a very cautious player, so I don't like to risk divisions in encirclements I know I'm not really going to achieve. I've done that before, and it's really not paid off. Whereas, you know, we're killing a few units here and there, and you know, what can you ask for, eh? Especially when they have 1 division on that tile. Oh my. It's just supply. I think it's supply and the fact I don't have aerial superiority. I'm going to take the heavy tank destroyers out. I don't really think they're necessary. Okay, so my medium tanks are doing the job against their bog standard, like Romanian infantry, etc. So I'm going to try and take back tile, you know, tile by tile, tile by tile. It's just a slow one, this one. I am quite bad as playing as the Soviet Union, so it's an interesting one for me. That's not good at all. Oh no. Okay, going for another encirclement down south. Don't know if it's going to work or not, but we'll give it the good old Rambler-rooney try, eh? Okay. Now I try and panic hold and just try and take out any of these divisions before they can try and reinforce the heck out of Dodge. Oh, they're doing cycle attacks now. That's good. And in winter, even better. Having very limited civilian factories is really affecting my ability to build anything now. It's kind of disgusting. Oh. But on most tiles we're winning. It's just a case of attritioning them now. They've taken 8 million casualties so far. Germany has a vast amount more factories than I do. But oh boy. Okay, I'm doing another attempt at an encirclement. Who knows if it's going to... Oh, we've got 3 divisions there. So and another few divisions here. So it's just... I'm just trying to weaken them as much as possible. Again, I know there's probably more optimal ways of doing this, but I'm doing this in a risk-free scenario. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, when I have supply, it's pretty easy to defeat these NAF troops, at least.
You'll never surrender.
Indeed. The alert's still going. I can't disable it somehow. But yeah, there's no way I can win the air war. But all of my divisions do have anti-air, I think. Oh, Iceland's joined the Axis. It's game over, everyone. Game over. Yeah, I've got to a point where I can hold them. I just can't push them. This is where it's just like the German industry is quite crazy compared to mine, at least. And the amount of aircraft they have, I can't match. The only thing I can do is to try and push with my tanks. I'm going to do a bit of a weird thing here. I'm going to justify a war goal up here, then get all of my tanks up here, you see.
We shall never surrender.
Then if I take their territory, I can just blitz through and hopefully flank the Germans with my tanks, because I think my infantry can hold indefinitely in most places. So that's the current template. Like, I think I've saved this game, but I want to do a little bit better if I can. Oh my god, my tanks move so freaking slowly. So, I don't know why I was unable to actually move against them here, but any advantage that I would have had, because my tanks were moving at the speed of, I don't know, a Reliant Robin. Oh man, the game has slowed down so much. It's kind of gross. But we do have... Oh, Sicily's being invaded. So is southern Italy. So it's just me that can't do much. So I was going to say I'm actually doing a decent job at trying to push them in certain tiles, and to an extent that's true, but it's just the fact that they outnumber me by so many divisions. Even when I can take a tile with my tankies, it costs a lot to try and hold anything. Push Germany onto all-adult serve though, so is Italy, and I think so is Romania, is Hungary. Yeah, all of the Axis are getting onto all-adult serve, so it's just a case of attrition, I guess. I'm lacking fuel now. Well, they can't break me. It's just impossible to push when they constantly cycle charge, so all of my units just get tied down. It's like they're scared that I'm going to win. And that's a nice encirclement. That's very nice. Yeah, very nice. That was like a 20 division, 25 division encirclement. Cool. Just need a few more of those. Another encirclement down south near Kiev. Again, I'm just waiting for them to attrition themselves, and then I just go in when they're weak. Boom! Another encirclement. So I'm just going to wait for these to start to attrition, which they should do soon, especially now they're trying to break out. And then we just wait and destroy them. Oh yeah, okay. They can't stop my tanks anymore. Yeah, this flank has been completely crushed for the most part. Good. Oh, they've taken Rome. Good. Just keep them distracted. I'll take out their main force, I guess. Well, that's what I've been doing. Oh, that was a really nice encirclement. Oh, tasty. I think, oh, Germany's out of manpower on scraping the barrel. Well, they've just switched to scraping the barrel. Oh, I have no idea what Germany's really doing anymore. They can't push me. They just seem to be sacrificing all of their troops and cycle charging. It just stops me from attacking. I'm stuck in position, really. I'm just going for like the southern thrust and just trying to hamper them a little bit. I'm not even bothering trying to take back Kiev because I know I won't be able to. My infantry will be able to hold indefinitely against these weakened German divisions. Oh, he says, as 18 units attack my 4. But yeah, we're almost at Bucharest. So I'm just going to try and knock out like Romania, etc. as we make our way down. Oh, and we're doing a couple of encirclements along the way too. Isn't that nice, everyone? I actually thought this would be easier to win, but it's 1945, and somehow, despite the Axis taking 31 million casualties. Oh, and they've actually done a D-Day now. Wow. Congrats. Congrats. It took you long enough. Jeez. But, oh, Paris has been liberated too. But I think this is pretty clear that this save game is all saved. So I'm going to send the save game back to the fella that sent it over so he can have the final taste of victory and can do the peace deal himself. And that's where I'm going to say goodbye. So, toodaloo from me for now. Many thanks to Onion Duck, Maximilian Foreman, Wyatt Green, Robert Kinge, Dath Alcon, Ryan Koch, Cody Freeze, Name1231, Aidan Shear, Jiggly Crotch, Use Beef, Sean Young, and Logan Whaley for being ridiculous Rambler supporters on Patreon, and many thanks to all the other patrons too!